Shooting USA is brought to you by Hornady Security and the new ammo cabinet. Keep your ammunition secure and organized and free up room in your gun safe with the modular ammo cabinet by Hornady Security.
Hey, Bill. Where can we hang this?
I'll tell you what, you do the tape measure, I'll do the target.
They have hung the targets and pressurized the cylinders. The competition air rifles are ready.
Okay, we are good to go. The line is hot. Ready when you are. You may start.
These shooters have come to this firing line to improve their shooting skills. This is not a match. It's a clinic sponsored by the National Rifle Association. But this clinic is not for every competitor. Take a step back and you can see it's for shooters in wheelchairs.
To show them how to break not just a fair shot, but a great shot.
Vanessa Ross manages NRA's Disabled Shooting Services, and she is in southern Indiana to teach what the NRA calls an adaptive shooting clinic. Vanessa has many goals for her students, and not all involve hitting the 10 ring.
You know, to be able to participate in something everybody else does, that's what we all want. We all want to be part of the group. We all want to be part of the program and go out and be competitive and have fun just like anybody else.
And the NRA believes there is no good reason to let physical abilities stand in the way, not for any shooter. Michael McLaughlin is on board with that. He lost the use of his legs in a car wreck.
You've got to look at the goal of, okay, I'm injured, big deal. It's no time to have a pity party about it. It happens, you deal with it, you move on.
In short, you live. Like the other shooters here, Michael is a veteran, though these NRA clinics are open to anyone with a physical challenge, even shooters who can't see. NRA calls them adaptive clinics because they help shooters adapt to make the most of their physical ability.
Your shots are going to start drifting. You will wobble. Learn to love the wobble.
It's not all shooting. There is class time, too. This is a clinic, after all.
This is a center spring support stand.
Vanessa shows off the latest in adaptive equipment to help shooters play the games they enjoy. The most extraordinary is this trigger release called a sip and puff. Blowing in the sip and puff activates the trigger if a shooter can't pull it on his own.
Here's the really cool thing about this. Because we have support stands, because we have sip and puffs, if the only ability somebody has left on their own is to breathe, they can shoot.
None of these shooters is that disabled, but they do have significant challenges. Kevin DeWitt shoots left-handed, but because of his injury, a swimming accident, he has limited use of his left hand. So he adapts by bracing his rifle on a spring stand and pulls the trigger with his right thumb.
That I feel that I got a strong urge to do so.
Kevin has had that strong urge to shoot most of his life. And even though he now needs help, he is not letting his injury keep him from enjoying the sport he loves. In fact, he has his sights set high on shooting at the Paralympics.
It's not about fun for me. It's about getting competitive and getting back into, something that after I've had my accident, something I can really compete in.
Jim Burns' injury is similar to Kevin's. He has limited use of his hands. Jim shoots right-handed, but adapts by crossing over with his left thumb on the trigger. He is at the clinic to push himself to stay mentally strong in spite of his injury in a car accident.
It's just like going back to school again, because the old saying was, once you ride a bike, you never forget. It's not true.
Charles Bainline came here to improve his scores, and he certainly did that. Early on, Charles was shooting 7s and 8s. Then Vanessa helped Charles adapt in 2 ways. First, she helped him adjust his chair so he was better aligned with the target. Plus, she did something even simpler. gave Charles a heavier rifle.
And this is when we gave him the heavier gun. See how it tightened him up?
You can see his scores of 7 and 8s became 9s and 10s.
And it's because of the extra weight that helped hold the gun down, because he's got that gun right on his elbow right on the table. With the extra weight, it just compresses things down a little bit more.
The proof is on the paper.
This is a personal challenge. Anytime you try to shoot that small little target down range and do well, it's a very big challenge.
A challenge to keep shooting and to keep on living in spite of a disabling injury. And that is what this clinic is really all about.
This is a passion for me. This is not just a job. To be able to bring somebody to a firing line and show them that not only can we get them to shoot again, but they can be competitive, which is just the coolest thing to watch.
Well, you've made it to the end of another Shooting USA video on YouTube, and for that, we thank you. It does help the channel if you subscribe, like, and comment, and that will help us keep the content coming.